had a really great remark under my video, my rather silly video, the kind of really silly video that I did last night. Yes, sometimes these spur-of-the-moment videos, I don't care, I'm leaving it up because it's funny. This is the one where I say, no, your God did not give us an entire planet. Why is science so pointedly ignored, you know? I'm sorry, I have a hard time believing anybody can believe the Genesis story in, you know, the 21st century. Anyway, so somebody wrote, and this guy's name, I'm sorry, I really cannot seriously read with these glasses. I'm supposed to be wearing bifocal contacts, but one, they really bother my eyes, and two, I'm down to one pair, and I don't have insurance, and I'm unemployed, so I can't run out and buy a bunch more. So I really am kind of stuck wearing my glasses and being four eyes. So, pardon me. Suffist. Suffist writes, and this is the point of my video, I have a question for theists. If everyone became an atheist today and your God was gone tomorrow, how would the planet change? What would happen differently? I am talking about the planet, not the people. What would happen differently tomorrow if everyone became an atheist today? What would change? Apart from the fact that your ridiculous God would be gone. I think that's a fabulous question. Side note, see these here? See this? I'm 51 years old and I still am afflicted by zits. So people who are young and beautiful who get pissed off when they get zits, I don't feel sorry for you. Because you know what? Try being old and still having a problem. It's like, really? Isn't it enough that I have puffy eyes and, you know, and, well, I don't really have a lot of wrinkles, but I'm getting lines and knees that hurt me all the time. Do I have to be plagued with the, with zits? Too? Is there ever a time when, like, you know, we don't have to deal with that? Anyway, luckily I don't get them very often, but it's annoying when I do because it's like, really? I'm 51 years old. Okay, so completely off subject. Now I'm back on subject again. What the fuck would this God... What would the world be like without this God? This is the question. What would the world be like, okay? He's not talking about the people. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about the world and the people both. And I would love it if a theist would actually respond under this video and explain to me what would be different about the world and people if there wasn't this God. It would be really enlightening to hear the answer to that question. Well, let's see. The atheists would continue to be exactly the same. I believe from the responses I've gotten from Christians, the Christians would be running amok, slashing people's throats open and robbing them blind and raping everybody that they find mildly attractive. That's what the Christians would be doing without this God. But aside from that, what else would be different? What would be different about the world? That's this guy's question. So let's tackle that. What would be different about the world without this God? Since we've pretty much discovered every natural, well, not every, because we certainly haven't discovered everything. Okay, slight exaggeration there. But okay, we have pretty much put our finger on the causes of what you know, what creates what happens naturally in the world, you know? We have pretty much come upon the answers to to why there's an atmosphere around the planet, and what causes plants to grow, and what causes gravity, and stuff like that. We pretty much have narrowed down the possible explanations to scientific answers. It's been a long, arduous task, but science has come up with explanations for what causes things. So really, what does your God do all day with his time? Since he doesn't really control the atoms, every single atom, and what every single atom does, that's all left up to nature. He's got nature. He's assigned nature to those tedious, boring jobs, right? All he does all day is he monitors our thoughts and writes down every single thought and every single thing that we do that doesn't glorify him. That's bad. Yeah, and he writes it down so we can be tortured forever in hell later on. That's all he does. So if your God did not exist anymore, what would happen to the world? Would it just continue turning? Would life continue to be born? This other comment the other day that I got implies that everything would die if there was no God. Really? Seriously? So does that mean that if there's life on a planet in another galaxy far, far away, and this God ceased to exist, would that life stop too? Would that just stop? Would that planet just die? Is this God in charge of the life on all these other planets and these other planets too? And but it's just this planet that's special of all the other planets there are? This is the only special planet? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stray off the subject by bringing in other planets and other life elsewhere. But let's just narrow down the question. The question is, what would happen to the planet that's different? How would the planet be different if your God did not or ceased to exist right now? What would happen? Okay, just right now, presto, God just died. What happens next to the planet? Inquiring minds would like to know. Theists, can you explain to us what would be different? Is the planet just going to stop now? Stop turning? Is it going to go away? Is it going to poof? Is all the life just going to die in the next 24 hours? And what about us people that, need... Oh, I suppose, though, that Christians would still have their guidebook telling them what is good and what is bad that they need so much, so desperately. They have their guidebooks. But then again, if God's dead, would they still have the motivation to be good? The little carrot, of have eternal life and never having to die. Without that motivation, would they have any what hold would the book have over them anymore? If God's dead, the carrot goes away, right? Oh boy. Or maybe they'd have to find out, like most atheists already know, that they just want to be nice people and they don't need the carrot to be nice people, or the guidebook to be nice people, Anyway, so this is not a very organized video, but none of them are, so it's okay. None of mine are. So that's a question, Theists, if you're watching. I would appreciate it if you actually gave it a little thought and didn't just post some knee-jerk reaction. Just think about it. What would change without God controlling all that science? Be really curious to hear some responses. So anyway, if you've been watching, thank you. Bye.